Hi you guys, I'm Emma and this is Guillaume and welcome to Yoga After Gym. If you are feeling a little achy in the legs after a lower body workout, this specific sequence is aimed to open into the hamstrings, the triceps, the quadriceps, and also the glutes. So we'll start off in a child's pose. Go ahead and come into the knees. Take the knees quite wide, reach the hands forwards. Soften the forehead down. And just take a little wriggle, little rock side to side. Notice how the hips are doing, the glutes are doing, the legs are doing. You can roll out the forehead as well. Good, and start to take a few steady breaths here. You can continue with movement or you might find stillness, whatever serves you best. And just take a moment to check in with the body. With these bones, with these joints, with these tissues. How each and every one of them are feeling. Maybe you've been noticing a particular muscle or group of the body feeling more sensationable than usual. And if there is any pain at all, please do take it easy today. Here we look for broad opening sensations and stretches. Never ever should there be sharp shooting pains. So stay close to what you feel in this practice today. Yoga is as much an internal practice as it is an external one. Good. Let's take one last full breath in here. Feel the belly, feel the back, all the way up to the chest and the throat. Long exhale out. Walk the hands back, lift the chest, make your way to your tabletop pose here. So take the knees directly under the hips, hands directly under the shoulders. And we'll start with a little wriggle, a little rock side to side. Again, just working out any kinks, noticing how things are feeling. You might round through the back, roll the shoulders a little, roll the neck, roll the head. Good, then start to find your way to stillness again. Let's find a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, roll the shoulder heads back, draw the heart forwards, lift the sit bones. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as the chest broadens. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck the tailbone, protract through the shoulder blades, draw them away. Inhale. Exhale. Just continuing here at your own pace. This is a great warm-up pose to allow your body time to send you signals or communication. So if you are feeling in this pose that the front body, the back body, that anything is feeling quite intense and quite an easy pose like this, then you know you're going to take it really gentle today. If you're coming to this pose, it's feeling great, then you know you're on the right track. Last breath, inhale. Good, exhale. On your next inhale here, let's walk the hands a little further forwards. Tuck the toes under, make your way to downward facing dog. Just take a few steady breaths here, walking out the dog at your own pace. Again, notice how this feels. If the lower body is feeling quite tight and restricted today, you might feel this in the calves, the hamstrings, anywhere along the back of the legs here. Good, and let's start to arrive at a place of stillness. Check in with your alignment. Spread the fingers a little wider. Check that the wrist creases are in line with the short edge of the mat, and go ahead and ground down through the base of every knuckle, so especially the base of the thumb, base of the pointer finger. Keep a softness in the elbows, push the mat away, lift the hips high. Find a softness in the knees, and then without compressing in the upper back, can you start to gently close the distance between the chest and the thighs. Release the head, release the crown. Good. Now let's take a deep breath in here, extend through that right leg. Exhale, take a twist. Good, inhale, extend again. And as you exhale, draw the knee to the chest, really round the spine, stack the shoulders over the wrist, plant that right foot. For you, you might have to take a few steps to get there. You might physically have to lift the ankle, or you might step it through and then continue to wiggle that foot. So we're looking for the knee to be directly stacked over the ankle. You might need to move that back foot back, front foot forwards. Make this work for you however you need to. We're gonna soften the left knee here. For me, I know I like a little bit of padding, a little bit of support, so you can go ahead and stack or roll over the mat here. Coming onto the fingertips, roll the shoulder heads back. Again, check this knee is directly stepped over the ankle, and just take a few steady breaths here in your low lunge Asana. Soften the shoulders, lengthen through the crown of the head. Find a little bit of stability by squaring the pelvis here. So when we have one foot forwards, the pelvis loves to tilt and torque off to the side. If your right foot is forwards, this right hip will love to come forwards. So can we gently, mindfully, purposefully draw that right hip back, left hip forwards. Good, last few breaths here. On your next inhale, I'm going to go ahead and reach that right hand to the sky, sweep it behind. I'm going to bind here. If you try for this pose and it's not accessible, that is completely fine. You always have the option to return with the hands to the mat. So this particular pose, you'll feel a little deeper into the left hip flexors here. But if you allow yourself to soften and deepen into it, relax the shoulders, this will also be a beautiful twist and lengthening of the spine. Close the gaze, find 3 steady breaths. 2. 1. Good, exhale, return back down. Unfold the mat if you need to. Take one deep breath in here, lengthen through the crown of the head. As you exhale, go ahead and walk the hands back, peel the toes off the earth. Let's settle into our half splits, Otto Hanuman Asana. With each inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. As you exhale, soften the chest towards the thighs. Again, be mindful of squaring the pelvis here. Can you draw that right foot back in space, spread the left hip forwards? This one is a great stretch for the back of the leg, the hamstring here. Keep a softness in the knees and the elbows. Avoid any hyperextension. Can you feel that? Last full breath in. Last full breath out. Good. Inhale, walk the hands forwards back to a low lunge. And then we're going to find a little flow between those poses. Deep breath in. Exhale, extend through the leg, peel the toes back. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Good. Inhale, walk the hands forwards, ground the palms, tuck the left toes under, lift that left knee. And then let's take it back to our downward facing dog. Here you can shake the hips side to side. Good, and basically our counter pose will be the opposite side. So let's go ahead and swoop that left leg high, deep breath in. Exhale, take a deep bend into that left knee. Open through the hip. Inhale, extend back through the leg. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest, tuck the shoulders over the wrists. And again, plant that left foot. Soften the right knee down. You can fold over the mat if you like here. Again, check that the knee is stacked directly on top of the ankle. You might need to wiggle that left foot forward. So just take a few breaths in your low lunge, Asana. Square the pelvis. So we are softening and deepening into this pose, but it's still a posture that we find activation in. So instead of just collapsing into it, allow this to be a conscious pose where we're really driving through that left heel in the mat, hugging the inner thighs to the midline, squeezing the muscle to the bone. So you're still supporting our body here as much as we can. Good. Ground through that right hand. Inhale, sweep the left hand high and behind. Find your bind here if it's accessible. Soften the shoulders down the back. Broaden across the collarbones. Just taking a few steady breaths here. And now gently release. Ground that left hand. One full breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, peel the toes back, walk the hands back, find your half splits out of Hanuman Asana. So square the pelvis as much as possible here and keep a bend in the knee as much as feels comfortable for you. With each inhale, focus on this long line in the crown of the head. As you exhale, soften the chest towards the earth. So if you're looking more like this in this pose, you're really creating this rounding in the spine. Bend the knee and find that length in the spine before you start to soften forwards. Good. Inhale, walk the hands forwards, ground the foot. Take a deep breath in, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walk the hands forwards. Ground both hands. Take it back to your tabletop this time. Little rock, little shimmy side to side. And then take the knees quite wide, rest the forehead down, soften into your child's pose again. Let's take a moment to notice how this child's pose feels in comparison to that first one. Can you feel this spaciousness in the body? And gently walk the hands back, lift the chest, make your way to a seat. Closing this practice with the hands to the heart. Finding one full breath in and a full breath out. Namaste. Hey guys, thanks for joining us for Yoga After Gym. I hope you're feeling a little more open, a little more grounded. If you did enjoy this video as a little energy exchange, and if you'd like to see more of Guillaume practicing yoga, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, or even a comment below. See you soon.